Hi, I'm Amy Shapiro. I'm a registered dietitian living and working in New York City, and I'm going to take you today on a pantry tour of what I keep in my pantry. I'm also a mom of three boys, so there's quite a variety of the things that I'm going to eat and the things that they're going to eat. If you've been here a while, you know that my focus is realistic. I know that you're living a busy life, and I want to fill you up with healthy foods that also fit into your life. If you're new here, my whole approach is whole foods for real food, real life, and real solutions. So we have everything from protein powders to teas to samples that companies send me to things that I buy for myself, for my family. So we're going to go deep. Up here, you'll see I have two different versions of protein powder. One is plant-based and one is whey-based. So I like whey for myself and for my son, who is old enough to start weight training, because whey is more effective than plant-based, in my opinion. And this one tastes great. So I love Terra's Whey organic protein powder, and then Holier is a plant-based version that I really like as well. So sometimes I alternate, sometimes I mix them. Really, you can do whatever you'd like. I also sometimes mix in collagen peptides. So collagen peptides is another form of protein, really pure and easy to digest. You can get them plain, you can get them flavored, and oftentimes I'll mix them with my protein powder. So I have some whole complete protein and then some collagen-based protein to make a really nice smoothie. I'll also put the collagen into my coffee. Sometimes I'll put it into oatmeal or into yogurt. And it's really great because my kids never know it's in there if they need a boost of protein too. So this is Further Foods. It's one of my favorite brands of collagen, and I usually use the marine chocolate collagen peptides or the plain. The plain are really easy to travel with too. Another thing I've been doing recently is I've been grinding my own coffee beans. So I thought that was like a no-go. I started to do it recently. It's so easy and my coffee tastes amazing. Fun fact, coffee is the #1 source of antioxidants for adults in the United States. Coffee beans are loaded with antioxidants. So coffee, by the way, is not bad for you. It's what you put in it that usually messes with your nutrition. Then I have a variety of teas, and I have more teas in the back. I think that teas are such an easy way to incorporate herbs and spices into your diet because they can actually be therapeutic for you. So there's some that help for women during their menstrual cycle, the whole cycle. It helps to support all your hormones. There's some that help with stress to help you lull into sleep. A fun way to incorporate some mushrooms into your diet, because mushrooms are a hard ingredient. People don't really know how to incorporate them, but they're super powerful. And then, of course, peppermint for digestion and nettle leaf for debloating, one of my go-tos. Then if we go a little bit, let's go to psyllium husk. This is my favorite form of fiber that you can add to anything. Adults should aim for about 25 to 30 grams of fiber a day, and that's harder than you think. Even if you eat a salad for lunch every day, most of the time you're not meeting your needs. Psyllium husk tastes like nothing, but it makes the foods that you add it to feel a little bit thicker, and it can add per teaspoon almost 5 grams of fiber. That's crazy. So when I make a smoothie, I'll put about 2 teaspoons, which gives me about 10 grams of fiber, into my protein smoothie. And that means I've got protein, I've got fiber, and then I have plants in there to help keep me full and going all morning long. This is great. I really think everyone should try it. Start slow. Increasing your fiber requires adding a lot of water. So you want to be at least at 64 to 80 ounces of water a day. So don't increase your fiber without increasing your hydration. I also really like to talk about honey because, sorry to burst your bubble, but honey isn't a better sweetener. So it does come from animals and it can be a whole food, but in my mind, sugar is sugar is sugar. So if you use cane sugar or if you use honey or if you use maple syrup, bottom line is you're adding sugar to your foods. What I love about Manuka honey is that it comes from New Zealand and it has medicinal properties. So if you are going to use honey, I recommend using Manuka honey because it tastes great, but it's also going to help to boost your immune system. I sneak this into my kids' oatmeal and smoothies all the time. They have no idea it's not regular honey. So should we talk about apple cider vinegar? Hot topic. I have been adding apple cider vinegar to my water forever, and now it is everywhere. What's great about apple cider vinegar is it has the mother in it. So if you're buying a brand, don't just buy any, make sure it says with the mother. That means it's fermented. And when you eat or drink a fermented food, it helps to balance your digestion And also vinegar helps to manage your blood sugar level and helps to maintain your blood sugar after eating carbohydrates. So I would usually recommend taking this diluted in water, at least 8 ounces, about a teaspoon. I work up to a tablespoon before you eat a meal that contains carbohydrates. Carbs are not bad, but this will help you to metabolize them. What you shouldn't do is take this shot by itself. That can really ruin your esophagus. We do not want to do that and create acid reflux. As you can tell, I'm a fan of nut butters. They are amazing, and there are a wide variety here. So I have everything from almond butter to peanut butter to powdered almond butter and peanut butter because they all serve a different purpose. My kids and my husband love the vanilla Justin's almond butter. It's a little bit higher in sugar, but if I can get them to eat nut butter, I'm going to feel okay about it. Regular almond butter is great. I put this into anything that I bake. I put it into my oats. I'll add it to a piece of fruit to make it more substantial. Almond butter is fantastic. The difference between peanuts and almonds really is very slim. The only thing that I like to recommend is that if possible, you should really purchase organic nuts and nut butters. The reason for this is that nuts are heavily sprayed with pesticides. So we want to avoid eating high-fat foods that are heavily sprayed with pesticides because we store toxins in our fat, right? So I always say it doesn't have to be organic, but there are a few areas where you should really consider it. This is one of them. If you can't, then no big deal. You'll see that Justin's is not organic, and I'm just fine with that. But when I have the opportunity to, I'm going to go for the organic. Now, why powdered peanut butter? What is that about? The truth about this is, one, you add water to it, and so it reconstitutes to become a paste like regular peanut butter. So it's a lower fat version of peanut butter. If you look at the difference, the fat in this is about 1.5 grams versus 14 to 16 grams of regular peanut butter. Doesn't matter if you're eating fat or not, but sometimes you might not want to add a substantial amount of fat to a smoothie or to a baked good, or maybe you had a lot of nuts already that day and you want to eat something that tastes like peanut butter, but you don't want to commit to all the calories and the fat. This is a really great option. Sometimes I'll even mix my powdered peanut butter with some of the psyllium husk, which will make it nice and thick, and then I can put it onto a piece of toast or throw that into a baking project. So really versatile and really delicious. Also great for peanut noodles or a peanut dressing. There's also powdered almond butter. So this is just going to give you almonds instead of peanuts, right? Just a different taste, or maybe you have a peanut allergy. It's another variety. So I keep a nice variety based on whatever I want to cook. But let's not forget regular nuts. Pistachios, fan favorite of all my clients. Why? A serving size is 49. That's right, 49 pistachios is one serving size of pistachios. The fun thing about pistachios is they're loaded with antioxidants, and they're also a plant-based complete source of protein. So this is a great option. If you like to snack and need to keep your hands busy, shell on is perfect. Or there's so many out there now that are shell off, so super snackable. They come in portable individual serving sizes. They come in different flavors. Really, sky's the limit. Pistachio is the way to go. A dried fruit that I love to give my kids to snack on or to put on top of their dried oatmeal instead of dried cranberries or dried fruit that's really high in sugar, goji berries. These are awesome. They're a superfood loaded with antioxidants, lower in sugar than other dried fruits, and they taste great. I put them on top of their smoothies, on top of their smoothie bowls. They never complain, and they always ask for more. If we come down to the fun snacking section, we have everything from seaweed, which is loaded with minerals, tastes great, and really cures that salty snacking craving with only about 25 to 50 calories. Super delicious, and they come in tons of flavor. The teriyaki is amazing. The plain sea salt, also fan favorite. I am not a fan of dried fruit. I think that it's considered nature's candy, right? You dry the fruit, which means you remove all the water from it, and you're basically concentrating it. So taking 2 slices of dried mango is giving you about 25 grams of sugar. That's not very satisfying. But freeze-dried fruits, crunchy, delicious, limited ingredients, so good. I can't keep these in stock. My kids devour them. Mix them into your yogurt, put them onto your cereal, snack them with a mixture of nuts. They're so good. Great option. chocolate. This is my favorite. I hide this one for my kids. So I prefer dark chocolate. 70% cacao or greater is the way that I like to recommend you eat chocolate, because that means there's going to be less sugar. It's going to have a high amount of fiber, loaded with antioxidants, and it's also going to have healthy fats to help balance out your hunger levels. This one, Who Kitchen, is a go-to staple for me. They also have gems. If you haven't tried the gems, instead of baking chocolate chips, these are your new go-to favorite. And if you just want to snack on them, they've got a mint flavor that is bananas. If you found this helpful and you enjoyed, please hit the like button below and share with your friends or your colleagues. This is information everybody can enjoy. And don't forget to drop your favorite snack foods or pantry items into the comments below.